Hello and welcome to episode 85 of series 4 of Master League Story Mode. Now, as has been tradition in the last few episodes, I have been going ahead and playing a few games in between episodes, so we'll go back over them. Obviously, last time we spoke, Chelsea and Tottenham, the two London derbies, and we scraped past Chelsea and then got a disappointing 0-0 against the Spuds. And then I've played a few games since. Let me know what you think of this format where I play some of the less exciting games. I'm thinking about maybe rolling this out for next season as a standard. I know actually at the beginning of the season, especially at in a smaller league, it's actually quite nice to see all the games because you get to see the progression of the players. So it may well be, again, that we do this later on, maybe when the teams are a little bit more set or we know where we are. Let me know what you think in the comments because it does help us move things along a bit quicker. This is maybe slightly quicker than I'd like, but needs must as PES 19 is on the horizon. So first game I played was a 5-0 battering of RB Leipzig. I thought this might be a bit of a tricky one, but it turned out not to be at all. Mbappe ended up scoring a hat-trick within the first 70 minutes and then another as well later on to make it 4 for him. We actually had 5 shots on target and scored 5 goals, which is a pretty good return. And obviously that saw us pretty comfortable for the return leg, which was 1-0 to RB Leipzig, but I didn't actually play that one because it just wasn't worth it. I knew we weren't going to lose. 5 home goals. We were fine. So after that first leg, we went up against Leicester, and yeah, it was a very tight game against Leicester City at the Emirates. We had to play Ospina again, although he was okay against Tottenham. He did make some mistakes for the goals, but Malcolm scored an absolute banger. Really, really happy with that. We've got so much competition for places now, so many great players, that yeah, we have people coming off the bench scoring goals. It's an absolute delight to play at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. Stepping up to some of these best in the world players. And then we had a difficult game against Watford, a 0-0 draw. Butland was out. Not a single shot in the first half. And actually Ospina in the end ended up being man of the match, which shows that Watford, 10th in the league, they gave us a pretty good run for our money. So we will be playing both games today, and both of them tricky ones. It's a trip up to Anfield against 7th place Liverpool. They're not, the Liverpool that they once were, but still going to be difficult, especially coming off the back of not the best performances. Watford and a loss to RB Leipzig. And then it's Ajax in our first round of 16 leg. Again, we're starting at the Emirates, so we'll hopefully get a nice big lead there, and then we will skip forward, hopefully, to the quarterfinals, and maybe quarterfinals of Man City. So not many games left. And the league, well, let's take a look. We are 5 points clear of City. Manchester United, 11 points behind us. They should be out of the race. Our goal difference is massive. That is something that could really help us come the end of the season, especially if we drop points and Manchester City keep winning. We've only lost 1 game. Can't believe if it wasn't for that, we would be in line for an invincible season. But we're doing pretty well, and we're still in the Europa League. So, let's get into our first game of the episode. It's going to be Liverpool away. Let's have a look at the sides. So we've had some problems with form recently. Let's see how we're doing today. Marquinhos is out. That's not ideal. Big Zags can come in though. That's not a problem. 76 rated, our lowest rated starting player by a long shot, but he always plays better than that rating. 94 team spirit looking good. Front 3, I think we'll keep it as it is. That's a deadly front 3. Liverpool, well, they're starting Studge up front alongside Coutinho. And then, as is always the way with Liverpool, they get absolutely decimated. I don't know what it is. Klopp has obviously left the club. Rui Vitoria's coming from Benfica. They've got a lot of 70 rated players and they're playing Coutinho out of position. Karius is an 85 rated keeper. Look at that bench as well. They have had a horrible time. If PES is any predictor of the future, which it can be, then Liverpool need to enjoy this up that they're on at the moment because it could all end. So here we are at Anfield, all looking great. It is a pleasure to play at this stadium, not least because it is fully licensed. And you get all the bells and whistles that you'd hope for. But this Liverpool team has very few bells and whistles, which is good for us. Had a little bit of a wobble against Watford. There's Yuri Tielemans, player of the season. He's got to be in the running. Let me know actually in the comments who you think our player of the season might be. Obviously, still a fair bit to go and some of the most important games to come. Who's it going to be? I don't know. Tielemans has got to have a shout for that. Let's get into it. Tielemans now on the ball. Liverpool standing off. Nice ball into Mbappe. He'll turn his man. Reed is left for dead. That's brutal. And the Liverpool captain, 6 minutes in, is soundly beaten by Kylian Mbappe. His first touch and his speed off the mark, from a standing position, is absolutely unbeatable. just drifts away from Reed, who's sliding. Just a token slide there, really. Absolutely nowhere near the ball. Tielemans given way too much time. He can thread a pass in a lot more difficult and pressure situations than that. It was actually a pretty simple ball into Mbappe. That's a lovely finish. On his weaker foot, kept it hard and low. And we're off the mark. Better here from Liverpool. Back into Raimondi. Easy take for Butland. Lovely bit of distribution there from Jack Butland. And now Fabinho. Spotted Lamar making a good run. Ex-Monaco teammate into ex-Monaco teammate. And he opens his body. And that is a great finish to beat Karius. Double our lead here. And it has been very, very comfortable. Champions-elect Arsenal. Steaming away at the top of the league. 5 points ahead as it stands. Another 3 coming in today. Just keeping Manchester City honest. They've got to keep winning. We don't look to be stopping. And that was far too easy. Once again, Lamar given way too much space. I'm not sure where the right back is. But yeah, he's going to be having a talking to at half-time, I'm sure. That's not the first time Lamar has been given that much space. And this time he finishes well. Lovely work. Tielemans out to Lamar. They haven't learnt their lesson at all. And the ball's put in looking for Mbappe. Powers away from Adam Lallana. Back inside. Kylian Mbappe to make it 3. There it is. Oh, Lallana looked like he was running through treacle mixed with sand. He had no chance of catching. He's got to be one of the fastest players in the world. And that is a very Thierry Henry-like celebration, isn't it? I mean, we said, could Goodwin Kayalapu be the next Thierry Henry? We even gave him the number. The iconic number, but Kylian Mbappe really has got a lot of the Henry about him as well. And that finish, crafted with the inside of his right foot, had Thierry written all over it. The electric pace to beat what must be now an ageing Adam Lallana as well. Nice turn back inside. And then it's a simple finish. Karius beaten for the 3rd time in this first half. We're cruising. And there we have it, half-time here, and it has been a very casual first 45. 3 goals in the first half an hour. And Liverpool have had absolutely nothing. We have ripped them apart on the break. Less possession. That's not a problem. We've had them on the break. We've got so much pace. Sanchez, Lamar, Mbappe. Tielemans and James Rodriguez able to release them down the wings. Liverpool trying to keep the ball, trying to play their football. But as soon as they make a mistake, boom, we're up the other end and we're scoring goals. Let's keep it going. Too easy there for Rodriguez to win. Sanchez, lovely ball out for Lamar. Karius has come for it. Lamar with the chip. Oh, that would have been gorgeous. Karius in no man's land. But once again, so much space for Thomas Lamar. Suicidal defending. He looked like he'd got that right. So close to a very good 4th goal. Corner here for Liverpool. They haven't had much in this game at all. 65 minutes in, a goal now. Could be their route back into this one. Oh, and it's Lallana off the post. Unlucky for him. Their best effort. But now we're going to hit him on the break again as Mbappe finds Thomas Lamar. No one in the box. Liverpool have got a few men back here. Lamar steps inside. Into Sanchez. Lays it into Mbappe. Beautiful. Oh, the counter-attacking is Liverpool-esque. But not this Liverpool. The real-life Liverpool who can actually do that. But that was like a hot knife through butter. That was brutal. Liverpool have got men back as well. That's a lovely ball inside to find Sanchez. Intelligent play from Alexis. Finds Mbappe, who adds an assist to his 2 goals today. And yeah, that is prime Karim Diakra. That's the sort of counter-attacking play that we saw many seasons ago from Ferrabori Dori. Quick balls out of the back. Frank Honorat, all of those boys. And we're still doing it now at Arsenal. We don't need the possession. But when we win it back, God help you, we will break. I guess actually it has sort of adapted slightly. Used to play more of a target man counter-attacking game. Now it is based around pace. And I guess that's what money does. It means you can buy players like that. Change your tactics slightly and it's certainly an effective one. So just because we can, because we're so comfortable, Malcolm on for James. Mbappe, he won't get his hat-trick today. I don't know if he'll be happy with Karim Diakra. But we're going to see Mounier and Kayalapu coming on into those sort of 2 centre-forward roles. Can they link up? We do fancy having Mounier as that extra option. Dubois into Goodwin Kayalapu. Given time to turn. He wants the overlap from Dubois. Gets it. Oh, and then another 1-2 is beautifully worked. Lamar at the far post. Oh, and they're queuing up to score here. And it's 5 against a downtrodden, pathetic-looking Liverpool side. Liverpool fans, I'm sorry. You're having a good time in real life. At least enjoy that. Because in this reality, things are not looking so great. No wonder Klopp got on his bike and left. That's lovely work. Koyalapu coming on, already at the centre of things. Dubois, well, we haven't seen quite enough of that. Bombing on, getting crosses into the box, but we know he can definitely whip a ball in. That's a great example. Mounier, not involved, but Lamar gets his head to it. And it's very, very, very comfortable. Fabinho now. Into Mounier. Just to hold off Sainsbury. Turns him. Hits it with the left. Oh. Dubois. Into Tielemans. Away from his man. Still Yuri Tielemans. Can he power through to make it 6? Oh my word. Oh my word. This is turning into something a little bit out of order. I feel bad. I do genuinely feel bad. We should probably just stop now. Just say this. We've done enough damage. Tielemans just powering through. It's awful defending, isn't it? Awful defending. And yeah, well, this won't do our goal difference any harm at all. Mounier's won everything in the air today. He's been a colossus. Lamar down the line into Hernandez. Mounier to look for. Oh, it doesn't fall. It's good defending in the end. The first bit of good defending by Liverpool in this game. That was terrible, wasn't it? Liverpool's, how are they even in 7th? I know they've got a very, very weak squad, but that was particularly bad, especially at home. That is an insult to just the rich history of Liverpool Football Club. Well, let's forget that ever happened, shall we? It's embarrassing. But it was prime Karim Diakra hitting them on the break. That Sanchez, Lamar, Mbappe front three. Absolutely deadly. That could be what wins us the league this season. That front three that we've created. It's absolutely deadly. And all the passing talent behind it as well. Lovely work. So Manchester City with a 3-0 win over West Brom. They're keeping the pressure on. But the 5-point gap remains. And the now 54 to 38 goal difference means that if we do end up anywhere close to drawing at the end of the season, then we're not going to have a problem with that. So after finding our form a little bit there in the Premier League, that's a great screenshot. Fabinho and Tielemans, that midfield duo that we love. Absolutely harassing Felipe Coutinho, the only good player. Ironically, the only one good player still left at Liverpool. But good in the league. Got to keep it going now into the Europa League, and Ajax will be a much tougher test, I would say, than RB Leipzig. You'd imagine this team full of young stars has progressed nicely by this point. Yeah, Neres up to 81. Younes Dolberg, 83. Kluivert not even making the bench, but De Ligt at the back. Sinkgraven, it's a very, very good side. They've kept all their real talent. De Jong, player that we know from Master League Story Mode, but they're not of the quality we are. How's everyone looking? I would have said if there'd been any better form on the bench, then we could have really mixed this up. But not really. Anyone seems to want to play today. Everyone's on poor form. So I think we just stick with, I think this is now our best 11. So we stick with this. Keep having them build up their relationship. And yeah, hopefully steamroller them. And then we can make changes. Mounier looked good coming on. He's a different proposition to Martinez. I mean, we've almost forgotten about Big Rog, the goal machine. And obviously Koyalapu as well. They're there for when form's poor, for when tired legs are there. In a situation like this, I think we can probably keep it as it is. Although actually I'm going to drop Sanchez. And I'm going to bring in Malcolm out on the left-hand side, which will be interesting. Then he pops into that second striker as well when we're in possession. And out of possession into a right winger. As you can see, we keep them a lot further forward now. I've probably mentioned that we're doing this, but we used to bring Lamar and Malcolm, in this case, back all the way to pretty much right backs. But now we let them stay up the pitch, and it seems to have worked well. Let's get into it. So here we are back at the Emirates under the lights. So I used to joke, obviously, about Spurs Day night football when it came to the Europa League. But obviously, for Arsenal now, Europa League is a reality in real life as well. And Tottenham, unfortunately, have Champions League football. So those jokes now, not as funny as they were. Not as funny as they were. Not such an easy way of making a similar hilarious pun for Arsenal. But still, it pains me to see us in the Europa League. And it pains me here as well that we couldn't get any further in the Champions League. That was really poor, wasn't it? But Europa League trophy now in our final season would be decent. There are the boys. What a first 11 that is. This should be not a problem at all on this hazy night game. Let's get into it. Marquinhos wins it back. Finds Malcolm straight away. He's away from De Jong. That's strong running. Mbappe now. Away from De Jong as well. Now Malcolm, edge of the box, beats De Ligt. That's beautiful. Ball in, looking for Lamar. Malcolm will jump with De Jong. Mbappe has a go. Oof. Ajax defending well, but we're getting chances. Dubois now. Down the line into Malcolm. Inside of St. Graven, beautifully. Now Malcolm will have a go here. Oh, he's hit the post. Great effort from the young Brazilian. Would have been a great way to really announce himself as another option instead of Sanchez. Neres now. He's like to be one of their danger men. This is well worked. Sherman out to Neres. Finds Zafuik. He can put a ball in. Dolberg's unmarked. Oh, Dubois got to get that away. And the ball squirms. Just wide. Oh, God, that was close. Fabinho now, given time to turn and run forward. It's for Mbappe. Lovely back heel into Malcolm. Oh, he's away from his man. Oh, can't get past St. Graven. Oh, he's somehow come back to him. Looking for options here. Goes all the way back to Dubois. Probably could have done better than that. Ball in, looking for Mbappe. The header is there. Lovely, lovely work. Calm play there from Malcolm. He didn't run. He didn't rush. Didn't look to do anything stupid. Just kept possession, kept the ball. Really, really mature stuff there. And it came back out to Dubois. Got an assist in the last game. And he's found Mbappe there. Dubois had a fair amount of time to pick his spot. Great work from Malcolm, but he could see there was a wall of blue shirts. No point in trying to put it into the box. Out to Dubois. Had time to clip it into the near post. And you've got to think De Ligt will be unhappy not to have got his body across Mbappe. Oh, we've made a mistake here. And Younes is through on goal. Can he get an important away goal for Ajax? That is poor. How have we been caught out there? The ball was given away. And who's out of position? Dubois, well out of position. Laporte looked flat-footed. And that is not good for us. A really important away goal there for Ajax. We look to be in control of this one. And 1-1 now makes this a little bit trickier. And that is half-time here. Oh, what an absolute body blow that is. We were in control. First shot of the game from Ajax. They've only had 43% possession. We just left a big hole at the back. Dubois got lazy. He's obviously concentrating too much on his getting forward game, which is fine. He's had 2 assists in the last 2 games, but then you can't be forgetting your main job. Dearie me. Blanche, for God's... Anyway, right. Second half. Score a couple. Make the trip to Amsterdam that much easier. Come on. Hernandez, great tackle. And the ball down the line to Lamar is beautiful. Lamar takes it well. He can slip Mbappe in now. Van der Beek's with him. Mbappe low ball into... Fucking hell. That is miss of the season there. Van Leer unhappy, but Malcolm really is the one he should be looking at himself. It's the perfect counter-attack. It's exactly what we've done. Mbappe looked up. Perfect ball in. And with the goal at his mercy, he's pushed it wide. I can't believe it. If we go out of this Europa League matchup now, after that horrible miss, and I'm going to be really angry. We're not having a lot of luck in Europe at this season. It's Mbappe on his own. That's not necessarily a problem. Little reverse ball into Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans now into the box. He'll have a go. Went for the near post. Good save. Great counter-attacking play. Sanchez wins it back. Lovely work. Just on the pitch. Sanchez, powerful running. What's he going to do with it here? Back to Big Rog. That's not what we wanted, but it'll work. Fabinho out to Dubois. Ball into Fabinho to win it here. Yes! Yes! It's not an away goal. And that one away goal from Ajax is worrying, but I don't think we're going to go to Amsterdam and not score any goals. And it's the captain who scores. Not, you know, he's put away a few this. I reckon he's on 5 or 6. Which from a defensive midfielder is a great return. And with so many strikers on the pitch. Alexis, Mounier, Big Rog, Mbappe. It was our DMF who comes up with a very well-timed finish. 2-1 up here. Much better. And there we are. Full time here at the Emirates. And the Arsenal fans will be, I guess, happy with that. We had to throw everything at them in the end to get that second goal. But giving away the away goal is disappointing. Really is disappointing. I don't see us going to Amsterdam, as I said, and not scoring. Ajax were only allowed 1 shot on target, and we dominated possession as well. Mbappe with a man of the match performance. Fabinho obviously was great as well. And yeah, I mean, we chucked on Sanchez, Martinez and Mounier. We've got options off the bench That's why we signed so many strikers, remember? When we need a goal. Would we have not let the goal in the first place if we'd improved the defence? I don't know if we would. Anyway, round of 16, and we put ourselves in an excellent position. And that second leg will be in a week's time, but in 3 days we do have another game. Marquinhos, they want to take him back to PSG. I wonder how much money they'd offer for him. I wonder if they'd do the Neymar swap. It's all irrelevant now. Anyway, so before the next episode, I'm probably going to get through a few games. I'm going to have to play that Ajax second leg. Wish me luck in that one. I don't see a problem, really. Be a real shame if we went out. And then we'll probably play... I don't know. Be tempted to go all the way to Wolves and then the big one against Manchester City. See how much time I've got. Quarter-final second leg might be interesting depending on how the first one goes. Don't know. But anyway, join me on Friday for the next episode. We're very, very close to PES 19 now, but we've still got so much to sort out in this one. I'll see you in a bit.